Hello, everybody. Let me make sure I got everything right. Oh, no headroom. What the heck? Shush. Shush, shush, shush. Alright, I'm doing a chat on my phone today. Hope that's cool with everyone. Not gonna have it up on the screen, so the screen can be full of our little spreadsheet. What's going on, Pepito? We're back on YouTube today, guys. Not playing a game, so I figured I might as well do it on the YouTube. Why not, right? I'm early often. What do you mean? I'm pretty early. What are you talking about? Hey, Kason, how's it going, man? What's up, Bloodline? There's my guys. Missed you guys. How you guys doing? What's going on, baseball fan? I, too, am a baseball fan, believe it or not. That's pretty cool. How's everyone doing? Are we doing swell? We're bringing back Ollie fans? Oh my, I thought we let that die. Last stream. This missed the Twitch stream. I don't know what we're talking about, do we? Nice to see you, Savage. The originator of the Omar Narvaez meme. What a beast. Who we got? We got 17? That's pretty good. Pirates are better than the Yankees right now? Yes, they are. I got them right over here. I'm only going to be power ranking the top half of the teams in the league. Because last time, when we did preseason power rank, I did all 30 teams, and I was really burnt by the end. And I figured no one really cares about, the teams that aren't doing well unless you're a fan of that team. So, right off the bat, these are the guys that didn't make the cut. I'm just going to make that loud and clear. It's most of our F-tier teams. Our Orioles, our Tigers, Rangers, all that jazz. Diamondbacks aren't playing well. Nationals look pretty bad and look pretty injured. Cubs have one of the worst starting rotation ERAs in the league, and then the Yankees, are 5-10. So that's what we're doing over there. These guys definitely don't make the cut. Then I got some fringe guys, and then I got some definite guys. So we're gonna see. The fact that every Blue Jays high leverage reliever has been injured and they still have the best bullpen ERA surprises me. They have the best bullpen ERA. Is that true? That has to be exaggeration. Music level's good. Dope. Thanks for letting me know, Pepito. Appreciate it. Relievers. And then ERA. Well, that's the Tigers. Tigers bullpen's not doing well. And yeah, you're right. Blue Jays right there, 2.24. That's wild. All right, well, that is very surprising to me. Good for them. They don't have Yates. I'm pretty sure isn't Romano injured as well. I know a couple other guys. They pretty much have Dolis and then Merriweather, and that's kind of what they're rocking with. So good on them, honestly. Good for them. I'm happy for them. Let's zoom this in a little bit so it's a little easier to see. Now I can actually see what the stream looks like because I got it up on my phone. It's pretty good. Will you go to any Mets games this season? I'm already planning out the ones I'm going to in May, because I'm getting the second shot May 6th, and then I got 2 weeks to wait after that. Oh man, I'm on hella delay. Hang on 1 second. Let's get this fixed. It's the only bad thing I will say. Being on Twitch the past couple times, it's been nice because there's not a huge delay when I stream, but there's a big delay when I stream on YouTube. So it is what it is, Romano and Merriweather and Chatwood are all sidelined. I don't think Chatwood was going to be like a huge player, but it definitely hurts that he's not there because he could definitely eat innings. So, all right, we got 27. That's pretty good. Let's try and get to like 30, 40, and then we'll get it started. What the heck is xERA? xERA is expected ERA based on certain stats that the pitchers have. Most of those you find on Baseball Savant. But yeah, I'm going to a Mets-Nats game in June in DC. I'm planning on making it down to Maryland to go to both Camden Yards and Nationals Park. So Savage, if I end up going the same day, maybe we'll hang out or something. Planning to go to another Angel game this time. I'm headed to San Francisco for Angels vs. Giants. Giants are playing well. Good for the Giants. I like their little offseason they had. Add a lot of impact pieces. It's good. I'm happy they're playing well. Good for the people of San Francisco. Check out the standings. I feel like the Giants bullpen generally hasn't been great, so I'm surprised that they're in the top 10 for ERA. I mean, they're gonna make our power rank because they're playing well. I mean, if we look, they got the third best record. They just have a worse run differential. The Reds are playing really good baseball. Very strange. Dodgers are the Dodgers. Padres are the Padres. You've only been to 2 games your whole life? You gotta change that this year, man. Pandemic woke you up. Come on, bro. And Jolly will be buying? That is not what I said. This is not the words that came out of my mouth. It's not true. Alright, should we kick it off? Let's get it going. I feel like I want to do the top first, because I feel like the top will just be easier. And then we'll get down to the nitty-gritty later. Well, I mean, we all know who number 1 is, right? Number 1 is so easy. Not even just going off record. I'm going off talent, too. I mean, the Los Angeles Dodgers are better than anybody. Let's see who's been killing it for their team. Let's go to their stats. Get it together, White Sox? Yeah, it's been rough. Well, Sox got messed up today, which was very surprising to me. Okay. So who's been their best offensive performer? Let's just go by OPS. Turner! He's been killing it. My keyboard was on European. That's funny. So Turner's been the man? In Dodgertown? Wow. 1.225 OPS, 6 homers. Oh, no, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. Alright, cool. Well, he's been their best hitter. Oh no! I gotta format this. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. This needs to be Oswald. This needs to be centered. Gotta make it look nice, huh? What's up, Speed Bridge? How you doing, bud? How about them Royals? How about them Royals, honestly? They're doing really nice. I want to do... Let's shorten this. I want to make everything fit on one. Right? They all still fit. Yep. Oh! Those are the old power rankings. Let's stretch them. Let's shorten you. Let's shorten you. Let's stretch you. Okay, now it all fits, kind of. I'll put a rank a little bit smaller. Stretch you. Yeah. And shorten you. Yeah, we'll make it all fit. I want to get some stats up here, too. Zach McKinstry is this year's Dodgers breakout phenom. You know, it's supposed to be Gavin Lux. How's he playing? I don't see him here because he's not ranked for OPS, I guess, but I don't know, man. So let's do 11 XBH and a 1.225 OPS. Justin Turner's been playing really well. 165 OPS plus and a .8 baseball reference. Very nice for Omar. Omar's playing well. I love Omar. I love that for him. He's been killing it in the pitching department. Lux is on the IL. Well, there you go. And then these are the starters. So Buehler's been their best guy. Let's see. Kershaw. Oh, Bauer has a crazy whip. Oh my god. Yeah, I might have to give that to Bauer. That's a crazy .62 and a 114 batting average against. Jesus Christ. MLB always sleeping on the Giants. I wasn't. Didn't I rank them pretty high? I have the other power ranking here. I put them 19th, so not that high. But not like a basement dweller. I wasn't that mean to them. How's your day been? My day's been good. I'm happy to be back on YouTube because it looks like we got a lot of our old friends here. Chat's popping off a little bit. Gotta keep up. Any donation above... Oh, I forgot to do the pin message thing. I should probably do that. Hang on. Because I don't think new people will know about that rule. Sorry, it's gonna look weird for a second. Sorry. Oopsies. Can pin any player of their choosing on the stream overlay. Like the stream if you're having a good time. Nice. Am I calling you old? I don't think so. Wasn't my intention. Why, are you old? I don't think you're old, right? There we go. There's a pin message. Very nice. Okay. Now Bauer had, what, a 114 BAA and a 0.62 whip? Yeah, I want to give like each team's best hitter, best pitcher in addition to their rank. I think that would be fun. Matt's video is coming soon. I was going to try and pin it, but it didn't let me. Oh, that's okay, Pepito. I got it, baby. Matt's video is probably Wednesday, and it's really good. I made a lot of cool graphics for it. I did my homework on it, and it came out really well. So I'm really excited for you guys to see that, especially if you're a Jays fan, a Mets fan, or you just like what Steven Matz is doing this season. Red Sox have to be high up too, right? Like we can't front. They're playing really well. Let's check out what they've been doing. We'll just be Red Sox like that. Yeah, it will be nice. I donate if I wasn't a broke teenager. I appreciate all donations, but if you don't got the money, you don't got the money. It's all good, man. As long as you're hanging out, I don't really care. It's fine. What do you think about the Angels and their starting pitching? I mean, it's getting the job done, and Dylan Bundy, you know, looks good. So no complaints here. The Angels are just a fun team to watch. I don't agree with how they do everything in their front office, but if the product is good, then it doesn't really matter. They have a lot to prove this year, so the fact that they're off to a good start is huge. Bauer acts like the villain in a cheesy PG. Well, I mean, you know, he carved out that role for himself, and he plays it pretty well, so, you know. Don't be too shocked. All right, so JD's been... Well, I think I'm going to put the Red Sox second, right? Am I crazy for doing that, or is that too high? I feel like it's not too high. What's good, AB? Nice to see you, bud. AB, a.k.a. the champion of every single YouTube comment section I've seen. The Jays injured list is insane, I agree, and they're still playing okay baseball, which is nice for them. Gino Martinez is back to being a good hitter. Yes, he is. Let's see. Is it still... It's probably still Dodgers-Padres, I think, actually. Let's not get too crazy on the White Sox. No, the Red Sox, not the White Sox. Big difference there. I'm just gonna go... Yeah, I gotta stick to my guns here. Even if their record doesn't display them as the second best in the league, they still are. That weekend series was so fun. I was having such a good time watching those games. So this is what baseball needs, man. That's what it needs. Bauer's the anti-hero. The Deadpool of MLB. Interesting. It's been a minute. What's up, Dylan Kane? I like your little PFP you have going. Jays have an underrated rotation. Well, with Steven Matz pitching the way he's pitching, you know, it's not too shabby over there now. I don't know how Pearson... Is Pearson injured? I feel like I haven't seen him at all. I don't know how he's doing. Hosmer's been playing really well. Hosmer's going to get my nod for their best hitter. 986 OPS, 8 extra base hits. Pretty good. Eric Hosmer. Was it 9 extra base hits? Did I read that wrong? It was 8. Excuse me. How do you feel about Jed Lowry's success so far? If what they're saying about his not being allowed to get the surgery because of the Wilpons, then good for him. Like, I'm happy that he got out of there and he's able to play every day. Because apparently the story is that he had his 2-year contract, and then he needed to get the surgery, which would be season-ending in year 1, to come back in year 2, and the Mets sort of were like, no, we don't want you to get it, we don't want you to miss time, just try and play through it. He ended up only playing like 6 games or something. So the whole meme was like Jed Lowry took $20 million from us and then ghosted us, but the actual story is the Wilpons wouldn't let him get the surgery that would fix whatever was going on with him, and he got that in the offseason, and now he's playing for the A's. He went there on a minors deal, and now he's like their second best hitter because they had a really slumping lineup. So good for him, honestly. Good for him. I'm glad he got out of there. The Wilpons are horrible people. They held this franchise back for so many years. Mets are playing pretty nice right now, though. That is stupid, Ben, but that's kind of how the Wilpons roll. That's just kind of how they've been. If you're not a Mets fan, you may not know the ins and outs of all that, but I'm very familiar with why, you know, people were rejoicing when, you know, the Wilpons left. And then Joe Musgrove has been dominating, obviously. .47 whip because of the no-hitter, and then a .47 ERA. Oh my god, they match. That's so funny. Damn, Joe Musgrove. Good for you, dog. Good for you. Yeah, so we got Dodgers Padres at the top. I don't think that should surprise too many people. Wilson coupons? Wilpon coupons. Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Gavin Lux. Well, he's injured, man. We gotta cut him some slack. Gavin Lux will be back soon, by the way. I think we're gonna do a watch party stream Saturday. Once he gets off of work. So if you were at the last watch party and you enjoyed me and Colin hanging out watching some Mets Yankees, that should be back for Saturday night around 8. And that'll be on YouTube. Anything that's not gaming, like OOTP or like other games I plan on playing, like the show once I get it, that'll be here on YouTube. So you guys, you know, if you're a YouTube crowder and you're happy that I'm back, that kind of content will always be around on YouTube. Because I do like, yeah, you know, I like streaming on YouTube. I get annoyed at the delay and, like, you know, I mean, it's easier to make money from Twitch when you're, affiliate over there. But I know how much you guys like the YouTube stream, so I wanted to bring them back. And today was a good day to do it. I kind of had a pretty lax day. I'm getting the show. Let's go. Nice. I gotta wait till I finish college. I'm probably like second week in May. Padres lost to the Pirates twice. Yeah, but they're still the Padres, man. They have a ton of guys injured, too. Like, we're early in the season, and they still have, by far, the second most talented team. It's going to be these two for a while, unless one of them tanks. Let's go Padres. So now, after the top two, it doesn't get as easy anymore, because we have a lot of contenders for who follows. A big thing I'm going to be looking at is run differential. The Boston Red Sox have a crazy good run differential at plus 28, which means they've outscored their opponents 28 runs to average. Meanwhile, the Mariners, despite having a 10-6 record and me loving the Mariners, they have a -3 run differential. And if you have a negative run differential, that usually means that you're probably a losing team, like down here. But they've come up clutch in games, and they've won a couple one-run games, and sometimes that's all it takes to put you 4 games over 500. So when I'm considering the AL teams, I think I'm going to put Kansas City and Boston above Seattle. Probably going to put Los Angeles above Seattle, but I think Seattle makes the cut. Because you can't sleep on 10-6. Then we look down here at the National League. The Mets are 7-4. Nice. They didn't get to play as much. They're not quite in a groove because they have off days every other day. And they have a 0 run differential, which means they've played completely average baseball, but they're 3 games over 500. The Reds are plus 24, which is, whoa. They're pitching well and they're hitting really well. So good for them. The Brewers have the best rotation ERA in the bigs. And it's actually funny because I saw a tweet today that was the Cubs, Pirates, and I want to say Cardinals. Yep, they have the bottom 3 rotation ERAs in MLB. Then I think the Reds are like mid, like 15th, and then the Brewers are all the way at the top, number 1. So a lot of fun picks for number 3 here. The players that I'm looking at are the Cincinnati Reds. I'm looking at the Mets, but I don't want Mets homer bias, so I'm not going to put them 3rd because I know I'll get flanked for that. I don't fully believe they're the top 3 in the MLB yet. Kansas City, I'm definitely looking at, and I'm definitely looking at the Angels. And I think it's between Boston and Cincinnati, just based off run differential, because they're absolutely killing their opponents in terms of offense. So I'm going to pick the one that I believe is a little bit more well-rounded, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think, as of right now, the Cincinnati Reds, who I had as a D-tier team, are my 3rd best team in MLB. I would not want to play the Reds right now. I would not want to. They're hot. You don't want to play this team when they're hot. And it sucks that they just got the blow that Castellanos is going to have to go through with his suspension when he wasn't even involved in the brawl that apparently he started just by being hype. So that sucks. Definitely a blow there. Ugh. Deportes, what are you doing, bro? Alright, I gotta put the chat in slow mode because somebody's not having a good time. Alright, maybe he'll stop, but don't spam, guys. This is another reason why, YouTube streaming isn't the greatest. So, next time I go on Twitch, if you're a regular YouTube stream visitor, you should come hang out. It's a pretty good time. Stuff like that with LCS Deportes does not happen. Let's see. So I'm going to go to Reds. Let's check them out. 53 viewers. Very nice. Yeah, bro moment. So I know Naquin's been tearing the cover off the ball. He's come back down to earth a little bit more recently, though. Hey, well done, guys. Way to take care of it. Yeah, I think Naquin's been the man. Castellanos is hitting really well, but Naquin's been amazing. 6 bombs so far. 6 homers and an OPS above 1,000. Only one on the team that has that. So he'll get that. And who's been pitching well? I know Luis Castillo is not pitching particularly well, which is why their run differential surprises me so much. Miley and Hoffman are pitching well. Jeff Hoffman had a couple pretty good starts. Racist against mi amigo Deportes. I mean, if he's spamming chat, then, he's going to get banned. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Sorry. Most overrated team? Do you mean the Reds? I don't think so. Power rankings is a mixture of both, Ben. It's a mixture of on-field performance thus far, and then potential, in my opinion. And, with the way the Reds have been playing, they have a lot of potential, in my opinion. But I think if the Reds and Padres met in the playoffs, I still think the Padres will win. That's how it goes. But I'm giving them their due. They're third. They have a crazy run differential. They've lost a couple winnable games. They lost the series to the Diamondbacks, which I think was a little surprising. But, you know, the Padres also lost the series to the Pirates. So, like, you know, it's back and forth like that. It's also not that deep. It's just my opinion. It's really not. It's not too deep out here, guys. Promise. Carson Fulmer's been pitching well. 9 2/3, 1 earned run. Good for him. Good for him. Amir Garrett has not been pitching well. 2 for 2 in save ops, though. That's good. Oh, you meant throughout the entire league? Well, right now it's looking like the Yankees, because a bunch of people have them as third, including me, in the league, and they're 5-10. I don't actually believe they're the most overrated team, but if you want to go based off of on-field performance, then yes, it is the Yankees. Sorry to my Yankees fans in chat. So the Reds have been doing this all without Luis Castillo performing and Sonny Gray making starts, which is staggering. Also, their go-to closer is not pitching well either. So imagine when the Reds have these three guys going. I will say it is laughable that they're still running out Eugenio Suarez at shortstop. That needs to be solved immediately. And if they're playing well, then it might be a trade for Trevor Story, which is very exciting if you're a Cincinnati fan. So good for them. Okay, it's going to go to Wade Miley. 2.25 ERA in 3 starts, 0.75 WHIP. Very nice for Wade. Glad to see he's pitching well again. They were hoping he'd be a lot better last season. Looks like he's starting to figure things out now. So good for him. All right, coming up right behind them, in my humble opinion, will be the Boston Red Sox, who are 11-6, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, 11-6. Let's go check out the Bo Sox. Their best hitter is definitely JD Martinez, but I got to look for their best pitcher as well. Let's see. Stroman's been amazing. Yes, he has. Everything you could want in a number 2, so good for him. Let's see. I feel helpless with Boone at the helm. Boone is not the problem. Boone is not the problem. I will say that I know he's trying to rejuvenate the hitters, but shifting the lineup every day doesn't do anybody any service, in my opinion. It might be refreshing for Yankees fans, but this was the main gripe I had with Luis Rojas in the 2020 shortened season. The fact that it felt like I saw a different lineup every day. You can't expect guys to get in a groove if you have off days and they're also hitting in a different part of the lineup, which means they could be starting an inning instead of batting in the middle of it. They get less RBI chances or more RBI chances when they're not accustomed to that. You need guys to have stability both on the field and in the lineup. So if Boone can do one thing better, it's that. They have fantastic pieces. You just have to wait for them to click. It's only been 15 games. The answer is not, batting Brett Gardner third, because nobody can hit third. I know Hicks had to get out of there, and if you had to bat Hicks somewhere else, you do that. But, bat Clint third. I don't know. There were better options than batting Brett Gardner third in the year 2021. Did not agree with that. Also, he needs to trust Clint more. I know Clint had a couple bad games and left, but you can't just start benching him. I know they're not benching him, but left field is his job. And, you made that clear to the media, so you have to give him the job. You have to stick by your word. So the only thing Boone is doing wrong, in my opinion, is he's going back on things he said. And I actually just talked about this in a podcast episode I did that'll come out tomorrow for a good buddy of mine. Let's see. 6 bombs, 13 extra base hits, and a 1.239. First dono! Woohoo! Give me 1 second. I just gotta fill this in. Alright, what do we got? MJ Vega with the 5. I request the reigning AL Rookie of the Year, Kyle Lewis, to be the featured player. Excited for him to return to the lineup. Yeah, imagine how good they're going to be playing when they get Kalu back. So, watch out for the M's. Thank you for the 5, man. First dono of the stream. Very much appreciated. We're going a bit dry there, so it's nice to see. Kalu, the man with the plan. Hey, Spolky, what's going on, man? So let's add an image real quick. Deportes, don't spam this time, please, alright? I don't like muting people or banning people from chat, but if you spam, then, I gotta take care of that. So, let's see. Kalu looking nice and handsome on the stream overlay. Very nice. Okay, what's going on, Marco Villa? Cool name. Okay, so we got their best hitter down. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going mostly starters for the best pitcher, unless somebody has like a standout reliever. So Nate's been pitching. Honestly, they haven't been pitching fantastically. Evaldi looked good against the Rays. That was MLB game of the week for those that were there and saw me in chat. Let's see. It's their bullpen that's like killing it, right? Let's look up. Isn't their bullpen ERA like really good? I thought it was. Yeah. 3.03 ERA from the bullpen. That was a big sore spot for the Red Sox last year. The rotation's still very much a concern. But good on them so far with the bullpen. I think I'm just going to give it to the collective bullpen with their 3.03 ERA. It's been very much a team effort. I saw a tweet about it today that so I forget exactly what it said, but it was commending the bullpen for doing a good job. What else have they been doing? Leave guys on base a lot, and they've accumulated one of the highest WAR totals. 1.1 F-WAR is third in the league behind just the Padres and the Yankees. So the Yankees bullpen's still killing it, in spite of their poor record. Chat's not on the stream today, because I had a lot of things I wanted to fit into this overall overlay, so I just decided to not put it in. But I'm reading chat on my phone. Ami. Mets have the best batting average with the bases empty in MLB, and one of the worst with runners in scoring position. Gogan and Lilbert. Mariners, baby. Okay, so 1 through 4, not too shabby. I like our picks so far. I think... Is it okay if I put the Mets 5th? They're playing well. They look good. Is it okay if I put them 5th? Am I going to get sued and crucified? What's up, Brayden? Oh, we got 60 people? Nice. Mets have been good and they literally... Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna talk Mets for a second because... Cookie and Thor are injured, and if you go to our rotation ERA... I'm just gonna find it really quick. I don't know why I chose the highest first. It's so dumb. Cardinals, by the way. 6.24 rotation ERA, not good. The Yankees are not getting ranked, Ami. Second in the league, just behind the Brew Crew. So the combination of DeGrom and Stroh has been awesome. 0.45 ERA and 0.9 ERA between those two. Plus Peterson's fantastic last start, struck out 10 against the Phillies. Lucchesi was a little bit not great. Taijuan Walker's looked awesome. Hopefully he stays healthy. Ton of options, a lot of depth for the Mets this year. And they're doing all this without hitting at all with runners in scoring position. So, I mean, I have a lot of optimism. And, that can be a dangerous thing for Mets fans. But I'm feeling good. We got through, some of the harder matchups so far in the schedule. Obviously, a lot of games got canceled. But I feel good about where the Mets are at. I may look back on this and laugh because it's just 3 games over 500 in April. Ami, the Yankees have the second worst record in MLB. I'm not going to put them in the top half right now. I talked about this before you showed, but it's on-field performance so far throughout whatever the first 16, 15, whatever games, plus, potential. And, obviously the Yankees have potential. They've been an AL East powerhouse forever. But I think it would be unfair of me to put, a team like, I don't know, the Phillies not on it or Cleveland not on it and put a 5-10 team on it. Oh, we got a dono! Hey, I'm back from a bit of a break. Let's get Will Myers up on the board. Thank you, James, for the 5. Another frequent donator. I appreciate seeing you again, man. Hope all has been well with you. So I appreciate it, man. James is back. Return of the King. Return of the King. Former MVP of the chat. Came out clutch many times. So I appreciate that. Yeah, man, the Yankees have just kind of not played well. And you know what? I'm sure next time I start looking, they're going to be playing well and they're going to make it. But if I'm going to get flack for not putting a 5-10 team on the top 15 ranking, then, give me the flack. I can take it. It's okay. I know they're your favorite team, and I'm sorry to offend you in that way. But they're just not... They don't look good right now. They have no team chemistry. They look lifeless. They're not hitting. And, the rotation... It'll take a little bit to heat up. I mean, Corey Kluber is a notoriously slow start type of guy. Even in his Cy Young season, he had a bad April. So, give him some time. He'll get it together as long as he stays healthy. And, they'll be back. Nats are so good, they suck. I don't know what that means. But go off, King. Go off. Best pitcher is Jacob deGrom. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. What's his, I want to see. Let's go to the Metsies. Bro, my English is not good. Can you tell me what he's saying? Oh, sorry, man. Do you think Emmanuel Clace will be there? Is it Clace or Clase? But he's looked really good, so maybe. I don't know. I don't think Torres should move to second, but Torres should def move to second. I think they should try and fit Torres into a trade. But that's beyond the point. Did I put DeGrom under hitter? Thank you for letting me know. Oops. Well, I mean, honestly, he's been hitting pretty well. So, you know, it's not impossible to see him there. What was he batting, like 667? Let me see. Let's go to hits. Class A. Okay, that's what I thought. Where's DeGrom? DeGrom is 4 for 7 at a 571 clip. Which is... By the way, their best hitter has been Brandon Nimmo. What a fantastic start to the season Nimmo has had. He's literally an on-base machine. And, you know, the whole talk of the offseason, you know, after all the Lindor talk was, when are we going to extend Michael Conforto? Now I'm asking, when are we going to extend Brandon Nimmo? Dude is an on-base machine, is always making contact, rarely strikes out. He's just a fantastic leadoff hitter, and he's playing an above-average center field, which is so great. So I'm so pleasantly surprised, because I was pretty bummed when we didn't get Springer. But, you know, who needs Springer, man? We got Brandon Nimmo. He's got 2 stolen bases. Nice, I'll throw that in there. Yeah, let's do it. 2 stolen bases, too. I love Nimmo, man. I've grown so attached to him. I'm making a spreadsheet for the best Asian baseball players currently ripping up the MPU and KBO. Oh. I'd love to see that list, Josh. Yeah, you should send that to me. Okay, and then I wanted to check out what else DeGrom has done. Springer's not a bum, but I definitely think that him being hurt at the beginning of the season would have killed the Mets, because the Mets aren't hitting right now. Their best hitter is Nimmo. What's up, Nate? How's it going, man? Let's see. Deportes, I think he sees, but we can't keep up. Yeah, I mean, I did say Nimmo was better than Harper. I did say that. I did. 35? What is that K per 9? That must be a crazy K per 9. Gotta see that. Hang on, give me 1 second. What do you think the Yankees should do to fix their problems? Wait. They have the Tigers, Orioles, and Indians coming up. If by the end of those series... Sorry, they have the Braves first, then those series. If by the end of those series the Yankees are still a decent amount of games under 500, then you ring the panic bell. Anyone who's ringing the panic bell right now in the Yankees is overreacting. And I get that because Yankees fans, you know, they're used to a certain standard of play, and they're not seeing that right now. But they have a bunch of gimme series coming up that they need to win all of them. They have to take home each of those series if they want to seriously contend for the AL East, because they got teams that are running away with it right now. Red Sox. Rays aren't, you know, Rays are 500, but they're still playing really well. They shut down the Yankees. So if the Yankees can clear house on those teams, then they'll be okay. No moves need to be made. They'll get Voit back. They'll get Britton back. They'll be fine. But if the Yankees tank in those series and they lose against those basement-dwelling teams, I don't know what the move is. It's definitely panic time, because that's the end of April and you're down 5-6 games under 500. And, you know, the season's not over then, but, you know, the division gets a lot tougher to, you know, take the crown of. You got to get really hot. The playoff format's regular this year. It's 5 teams from each league, wild card game. It might change again next year. Rocky's not in the top 15 SM Manage. I'm sorry, man. I know. I'm sleeping on him. 4-12, pretty heat. Not going to win. Do you think the Reds and Red Sox can continue to play how they are? I definitely think so, honestly. I don't know that they're going to win their divisions. I don't think that's realistic. But, I mean, with those offenses, like... There's no reason for those offenses to fizzle out. They're just too stacked. It's just a matter if they can pitch their way through 162. We're 1/10 of the way through the season, barely. So, long way to go. A lot to prove, but I think the hitting can carry them a decent bit. So we'll see. I don't know. Definitely a good question, though. Steven Matz is pitching like a Cy Young. Tune in Wednesday for my video on Steven Matz. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Okay. Number 6. Who do we got left in the upper echelon of teams? We got the San Francisco Giants, we got the Kansas City Royals, and we got the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels. Well, I definitely think that these 3 AL teams are going to go before the Giants, even though I do like what the Giants are doing this year. And because I'm going to go off entertainment value here, I'm going to put the Anaheim Angels all the way up at number 6 because I really like what they're doing. I'm having a good time watching them play. And it makes me happy because I got a lot of Angels fans in this chat that I know of that were very worried about the offseason that they had. But, I mean, I don't know, man. If Shohei stays healthy and, like, things keep going according to plan and the starting rotation continues holding up their end, there's no reason why the Angels can't succeed in that division. That division does not look good so far. It's kind of poised for the taking. I don't think the Mariners are necessarily built to last. I think the A's have shown their glaring weaknesses very early in the season, though they've definitely picked it back up. They're on an 8-game win streak right now. So definitely look out for the A's. Yeah, Angels kind of suck, no starting pitching. I mean, you want to talk about no starting pitching, we can talk about the Nats real quick. Not to start some beef with Nats fans, but I'd be worried. I would definitely be worried. People thought I was crazy to put the Nationals last. They thought I was insane. They thought I was nuts. I don't know, maybe I was onto something. If that makes you want to turn off the stream, I don't blame you, but I think I was onto something. Nationals are very thin with their depth. Very thin. Gabriel, that's a really good comment, dude. Even if you're a Dodgers fan, and I'm, you know, I think baseball and any sport in general is best when teams in a twin city, like New York, Mets and Yankees, or Los Angeles, Dodgers and Angels. Baseball is best when both those teams are playing well. Because when they meet, it's a clashing of worlds, and it's fun for everyone. So I am glad that both the LA teams are playing well. I do wish the Yankees were playing well, because then it would become a true battle for New York type thing. Right now, it just looks like the Mets run New York. Obviously, that can change. I'm not saying that's, you know, fixed in stone. But right now, it definitely looks like the Mets run New York a little bit. And I think it would be more fun if it was a little bit more competitive. Mike Trout's the best hitter. Duh. Come on. What are we, joking here? Come on. How many dingers has he got? Only 4. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, I couldn't read chat for a second. Oh, it's all coming in now. What do you mean Trout is David Fletcher? What do you mean by that? They're not the same. Do you think that they're the same? Okay, I think I caught up to live chat. Okay. Yeah, the AL West looks fun, man. I don't know. I don't know who's coming away with that. I thought it would be the Astros free, but it's looking really wide open right now, and that's very fun. Let's see, an on-base percentage of 526. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Yeah, I like to put up 2 stats for each. Hopefully I didn't miss any donos, because I had to look away from chat for a second. So if I missed your donation, somebody yell at me. I don't think I did. Well, yeah, they look but that doesn't mean that it's a bad division to watch. If anything, if all the teams are that means they're in close competition with each other, sort of like the NL Central. So that means it would be fun to watch, in my opinion. So, okay. Herein lies the problem with my Angels here. Bundy's pitching well, and we all kind of figured he would. And then it's Shohei's made 1 start. He looks really good early in it, but then the rest of this rotation is just not getting it done. This could possibly mean a trade is coming. They've been relying on their bullpen. The bullpen's been getting it done. Even their best guy, who's not pitching well, you know, the bullpen's still doing good in spite of him. But I don't know how long they can last with this going on, with these ERAs. Not encouraging. So it's going to go to Bundy. 3.32 and 1.05 whip. That's pretty good stuff. He's going to even need to step it up, I think, honestly. To seriously keep this team afloat. But 8-5, you got to be feeling good at 8-5. Hopefully you can beat up on your division rivals a little bit and capitalize off getting that ground. Wow, we're at like 80 viewers. Jesus. I'm glad. Yeah, make sure you drop a like if you enjoy the stream. I always forget to say that, and then the stream ends up having no likes. So if you like the stream, drop a like. It's easy. You just go down and you click the thumbs up, and then you're all good, baby. Don't even gotta do nothing else. I appreciate that, Savage. You're the man. Puppy Guy's back. And Dr. Phil. What's going on, guys? Have you seen how good Chris Rodriguez stuff is? It's absolute filth. Dude, I really like some of these Angels guys. They're fun to watch, to say the least. All right, so that leaves us with the Royals, the Mariners, and then the Giants. Oh, and the Brewers. Let me not sleep on the Crew real quick, because they actually have the best run differential of any of these teams, and I was very high on them. So actually, yeah, never mind. I was sleeping on the Brewers for a sec. I kind of even regret putting the Angels above them, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, in fairness to the record, I'll give the Brewers 7th instead of 6th. But they have the best rotation ERA in MLB. I already assumed they had the best bullpen in MLB, although it's not pitching that well so far. But the Brewers' pitching is just, like, so lights out. And when I think of teams in these power rankings that I think will last, the Brewers are definitely one of them. You just smashed the like button. I appreciate you, John. I think you keep your $90. I see them at 87 wins. $90. What do you mean? Oh, we got 69 viewers. Nice. Dress them nice in chat. Let's go. So, they're really not hitting, and I don't think anybody really expected them to be hitting. Wow, they're really not hitting. Oof. Travis Shaw's playing nice. Good for him. Glad to see him back and, you know, actually producing. That's nice to see. But, man, they got to start doing something with this this offense. JBJ was the late acquisition. He's not playing well. Avasale and Travis Shaw, their best hitters, and Christian Yelich is injured. He's only taking 30 at-bats. I'd feel weird giving him the nod. And Keston Hiura looks rough up there. So, honestly, I think it's fair to put... Oh, thanks, Savage. You're the man, dude. Corbin Burns is the man. Go watch my Corbin Burns video. It's one of my best. I predicted him as the dark horse for the Cy Young, and the fact that I might get this right makes me feel pretty warm and fuzzy inside. They got to hit, though. They got to figure something out at the plate. Kane's not hitting. Urias, they traded away Arcia to give Urias, like, hey, we're believing in you. We want you to be the guy, and he just hasn't produced that much. It's really been Avasale and Shaw almost missed time because he got an injury, but he's okay. Thoughts on Bauer in his first 4 starts? Bauer looks good, man. Bauer talked the talk, but he's backing it up. So as long as he backs it up, he'll be fun to watch. For sure. Omar? Oh, Omar! Omar is their... I did not see this. Let's go. Omar is their best hitter. So easy, so free. Let's go. Oh, it feels so good to type in Omar Narvaez. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How many dingers? 2 dingers? We take that, Omar. We take that to the bank. No doubles. Alright. Sure. Throwing 2 home runs. Why not? Fuck it, right? I'm the Brewers' best hitter. On God. No cap. On God. 164 OPS plus. I'm gonna put that there instead of 2 homers. That's crazy. Myers is a hottie. That's facts. That is facts. Good dude too. I like Will Myers. Yeah, Omar's a little underrated. That's why I traded for him in OOTP. It's a little underrated. People sleep on Omar. Why do they sleep on me? Omar. Okay, and then this rotation, like I was saying, gas. And it's obvious. Corbin Burns is obviously their best guy, but we're gonna go through this. Brandon Woodruff, who was the impromptu ace, 2.12. Freddie Peralta, out of nowhere, has a 2.0 mark. Oh, near 1 whip. The worst guy has been Hauser, who is expected to be their number 3. His whip's pretty high, but he's been getting in and out of sticky situations to the tune of a 3.14. Brett Anderson, late signing for them. He's solid as the anchor down there. And we all expected their bullpen to be gas. And honestly, you know, Hader's pitching well. Devin Williams, surprisingly, is not pitching well. Neither is Yardley. Yardley had a good spring. Suter, you know, had a rough start. He's settling in now. So this bullpen will return to form, and then all of a sudden, you have potentially the best rotation and best bullpen, maybe even top 3, on the same team. So I don't see how anybody was picking the Cardinals over this team. It's showing early that the Brewers are a better team than the Cardinals. I hope it sticks, because I was 100% adamant that the Brewers were a better team than the Cardinals. Pitching wins championships, and the Brewers have it. They have it. So he had a 0.49 ERA, and I believe his K per 9 is like silly. Like it's a silly number. I'm gonna check what it is. Oh, it's 165. Cool. Yo, I'll give him that extra bump. Hell yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Cards are good, Brewers are better. Yeah, the Cards aren't a bad team. Let me rephrase. I think I was being a little harsh on them there. But everyone was like, oh, it's a lock. They got the division. It's like, no. Brewers have Corbin Burns is yet to show us his true form. Now he's showing us it. 18 in the third, 4 hits, no walks. A .21 whip. I'm going to put that instead of his ERA, I think. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then he's striking out 14 per 9. Like, are you kidding me? His stuff is unhittable. He's got like 6 pitches, and they're all amazing. I love the Brewers, man. One of my favorite teams to watch this year. That whip is... What? Joe Musgrove threw a no-hitter, meaning nobody got on base except for one guy, a hit by pitch, and his whip is still double, and then some, what Corbin Burns is. How do you explain that? That's crazy. Dude might win a Cy Young. Make me look really smart. Foolish left a comment. He was like, he's pitching pretty good so far. I was like, that's what's up. Real recognize real. I just proclaimed myself as real. I probably shouldn't have done that. All right, Kansas City's 9-5. I can't let them go any lower. They have to be placed. And I'm honestly happy I'm happy with the teams that are doing well so far. It's a lot of teams that had fun, smart off seasons, that didn't spend that much, didn't go full tank, just spent enough to keep their fans interested. So the Royals, rightfully so, are playing well, and I'm happy for their fans. I really am. Let's go check them out and see what they're doing right. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream and you just stop by, make sure you leave a like down below. It'll help other people find the stream if they're looking through baseball content right now. So yeah, no, I would really appreciate that. We're at 84 viewers, which is it's been a nice return to YouTube. I have missed a lot of you guys. I haven't seen you guys as much on Twitch, so it's nice to see everyone again. Hope everyone's doing well on this Monday night. We're doing some power rankings. Make sure you drop a like. If you're feeling generous, maybe donate. But yeah, let's check out the Kansas City Royals. I have Whit Merrifield on my fantasy team, and he's been like a saving grace because I drafted Tatis with my first pick, and he's missed time and batted like 100, so not great. Whit Merrifield's been a saving grace. Gerard Dyson has an OPS above 1,000. Well, 8 at bats. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Sal playing well. Sal's not a big OBP guy, but 957 OPS is nice and handsome. Trying to trade Belly for Burns, good idea. 1,000% a good idea. You can find another outfielder on the market that can give you production. You cannot find Corbin Burns on the market. If you can make that deal, Mark, you make that deal. The email, Josh, is jollyolivecontent@gmail.com. So I kind of want to give it to Whit, if I'm being completely honest. Because I feel like Whit's been doing more all around. 5 stolen bases, too. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Whit. Just because... he's on my fantasy team. Gotta respect the king. Let's see. 371 OBP. I'll put that in his 5 steals. Good for Whit. I like Whit. Whit was a pretty low draft pick, if I remember correctly, too. He wasn't exactly supposed to be the man in Kansas City. He was just a nice find for them. I drafted Tatis first, too. I wasn't gonna, but Stream Chat convinced me to not take DeGrom, and now I regret it. Because I could have had DeGrom, Giolito, and Kershaw all on my team. Although Giolito did tank this year. Not this year. Today. 1 innings pitched, 600 runs. But he was facing the Red Sox, man. So, you know. What can you do? They're hot right now. You don't want to play the Red Sox. They're hot. And then with the Royals, they're playing well. But actually, their big guys in their rotation that they expected big years out of actually aren't playing particularly well. Danny Duffy's off to a rockin' start. Good for him. But Brad Keller has looked bad. Mike Minor has looked like a bargain bin signing. Singer's been good. Jacob Junis, he started in the bullpen and then made a back-to-back starts, and they've both been good. And then Irvin Santana, he's back in the bigs. Let's go. And the bullpen's doing it. Scott Barlow. Oh, they're doing closer by committee. Nice. Jesse Hahn had a really nice 2020. Don't sleep on him. Greg Holland looks like he's back again. That's nice. He got a couple saves for them. Josh Stalmont's the man. I have him in fantasy as well. They got a lot of fun pitching pieces here. A lot of fun ones. Kyle Zimmer, too. Wow, Royals have some pitching. If they can get Keller to be right and Mike Minor to give them like a 4 ERA, watch out, man. Who knows? Watch out. I'm going to give it to Duffy, though. 0.69 ERA. I want that on the overlay. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Does Brady Singer actually sing? I've never heard it. So, who's to say? Really? How can we know for sure? There's no real way we can, honestly. Taiwan goes tomorrow. Yeah, against the Cubbies. Gotta love my opponent had Giolito on ID Evaldi. Yeah, you do gotta love that. Sounds like you're in good shape, Mark, if you can pull out that trade. What's up with Chris Bubick? I always pronounce it in my head as Bubbick. I don't. Is he injured? Did he get sent down? I don't know what's going on. Ain't gonna lie, I don't know. And then I think I gotta put Mariners right after them because they're another 10-win team. Now, I talked about this early in the stream, but I am counting run differential to a considerable degree. And the Mariners have had early success. Oh, the Royals are 9-5, not 10-5. Excuse me. The Mariners have had early success, but at a -3 run differential, which is not sustainable, obviously. You're not going to be a playoff team with a negative run differential. Let's see. In their last 10, where does it say that? They're 7-3, so they're still, coming up big and serious. That means they're probably winning a lot of close games, which is big in terms of clutch factor. How's their rotation doing? Their rotation is near the bottom, a 4.9 mark. Nearly 5. Let's call it 5. How's their bullpen doing in terms of ERA? Let's check that out. Washington is losing to the Cardinals, widening the Mets division lead. That's good. And then, yeah, I want to check the bullpen ERA. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, a dono from Ryan Cecilia. I said everybody was sleeping on the Sox, nobody believed in them, and now look, could I get the best catcher in the league, Christian Vasquez, up there? Absolutely you can, dude. Thank you for the 5, and I guess you were right, man. They're killing it so far. I hope they keep it up, because baseball's a little bit more fun when the Red Sox are good. I'm not going to lie. It would be very weird to see both the Red Sox and Yankees not playing well, so I'm glad that at least one of them is. Those types of seasons are rare, where both of them are just not good teams. I can't even recall the last time that at least one of them didn't make the playoffs. So yeah, thank you for the 5, man. Appreciate it. Let's put up our boy Christian. One of the most underrated catchers in the game, by the way. Definitely a top 10 guy. Maybe even top 5. Who knows? I mean, I can't rattle the list off the top of my head. But I gotta imagine that Grandal's in there, Real Muto's in there, probably Will Smith. I mean, Vasquez doesn't seem that far behind. Omar might be in there. Fuck yeah. F for Will. Vasquez is really fun to watch, though. What a good sport, James. You're a good dude. The 2019 Nats, Savage. Who did it? The Sports Storm has a good video on them. You should watch that instead. I try to avoid videos that have been done already, especially by guys that I consider my friends in the community. So if you want a 2019 Nats video, I'm going to point you in the direction of Sports Storm. I think that's a good call for you. Give you something to watch tonight. I was looking for Mariners bullpen ERA, and it's 5th. Okay, so that's where their clutch pitching is coming from. Their bullpen is getting the job done. Let's check out who specifically is getting the job done. Let's check that out. Carlos, you're the man, dude. Appreciate it. I want to go to their pitching first. So apparently the starters are not playing well. At all. Which is concerning. But I love the Mariners, and I want them to succeed. Excuse me. Come on. There we go. Flexen is playing well. I know he had like 6 innings, 10 hits, but he gave up like 1 earned run. Marco's not pitching well. I drafted Marco in my fantasy league. Kikuchi's playing okay. Justin Dunn's pitching well. Justice is okay. He'll find his groove, and then Paxton's unfortunately out, so that's just dead money for them now, which sucks. LFGM, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Say something about Adam Dunn. Boomer bust hitter. Pretty cool. Ryan, I'm getting the show soon. As soon as I'm done with college, which will be in a couple weeks. Woohoo! It's gonna be a big content creation summer. Let's go. Kendall Graveman, how about that? Five appearances, no earned runs. Same thing with Anthony Mishevich. I think that's how you pronounce that. Or Misowicz, I don't know. 5 innings, no earned runs. Montero's been good. 3 blown saves though. That's concerning. Maybe they took him out of the role. I see 2 and 2 here. Yeah, so the bullpen's killing it. Will Vest, they've been relying on a lot. 7 games, 9 1/3 innings already. I might give it to Will Vest. I will invest in Will Vest. Did you like that? Did you guys like that pun? You and John Boy single-handedly are carrying the march to get young people into baseball. Shout out. I don't think I'm that big of a role, but if I got you into baseball, then hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that, Kyle. Glad you're enjoying baseball. Yeah, Foolish is doing... Every creator is doing their part. It's the golden age of baseball content and creation, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. Chat's popping up. Are you getting good vibes? I am. On Stroman, I am. I feel really good about Marcus Stroman. I haven't seen him met with this much swagger who was able to back it up in a minute. Since, like, 2015 Cespedes. So, I'm all on the Stro train. I hope he kills it this year. I would take a ball-out Stro year over a ball-out DeGrom year. But I think we might get both. When's the next OTP stream? Probably, like, Thursday. Something like that. Maybe Wednesday night after the upload goes up. I love Marcus. Marcus is good for the game. He's really good for the Mets. That's the kind of attitude they need going forward. Nah, I'll give it to a star. I'll give it to Chris Flexen. Sure, why not? He's been flexing on the competition. Alright, I gotta stop with the puns, man. I'm out of control. Someone's gotta stop me. Oh, a 1.63 whip? Maybe not. Never mind. I don't know if I can get... That might be just an ERA thing. Let's go Will Vest. I'll go reliever. Or no, I'll just go bullpen as a whole. I'll go bullpen as a whole. I think that's fine. They're 5th in the league with a 2.93. Perfect. ERA, 5th. And then I'm also going to add 6th up here. Good for their bullpen. They've been carrying a little bit. Good for those guys. Who's been hitting for them? Let's check that out. Jolly was too sad after going 2-12. They said instead. We're in the off-season headed into next season, by the way. That's next stream for OTP. The first season in my Mariners run did not go well. We're looking to the next season. I'm going to get a big free agent. We're going to be fine. Ollie fans, baby. Hashtag Ollie fans. Let's go. I don't know why I just said let's go to that when I was actively trying to kill that meme. But it's back. I believe it's Haniger, right? That's playing alone. Dylan Moore's got to get it together. That is not going to get the job done. Kyle Seager hasn't been playing well. It's been Haniger, the guy. A lot of extra base hits. 10 to start the season at a 988 OPS. He'll get the award there. Yes, sir. 10 XBH, 988 OPS. I'm glad to see him back from that really rough injury that he had that we won't get too much into. By ERA, not WAR. Yeah. I mean, bullpen WAR isn't great. I was just doing that out of convenience for the sake of format when I did player comparisons. Morris playing bad in OTP2. Yeah, I know, dude. He had such a high ranking, and he was just horrible. I know he's, like, fast and, could play every position, but, man, dude was batting, like, 150. Putting in work for the M's? Hell yeah, dude. Ty France. That was that Padres trade where they gave up Nola, and I think More Home? I forget who else they gave up. Maybe they didn't give up More Home. But they got Ty France. They got Taylor Trammell. They got Andres Munoz, who's supposed to be really good. Like flame-throwing, closer-esque Edwin Diaz kind of type beat. And somebody else that I'm forgetting. But they won that trade as far as I'm concerned. The Padres did it. Yeah, I was 34 and 37, and then I played some on my own. We got on like a 10-game losing streak, and then we just tanked the rest of the way. So I just simmed like the last 50 games. It's for the best, don't worry. I have the best content in mind, don't you worry. Okay, so we got through all the teams with pretty good records. Now it's going to get tough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 spots left to give. Let's talk about the teams that are in contention, and I'll put them on the little sidebar here. So, we have the Tampa Bay Rays in contention, who are 8-8, right? I believe they're 8-8, or 8-9, was it? 8-8, I was right. Oops. The Chicago White Sox, who you know, people were yelling at me for not putting over the Mets, and they're 8 and 9. So, you know, just keep that in mind, I guess. What else we got? Houston, I already have there. That looks like it does. Oh no, did I get Oakland in there? No, Oakland. Oakland's been playing really well. I think I have to put Oakland on here because they're on an 8-game win streak, and they just had like a horrendous start, and now they're back above 500. Yeah, I think honestly the A's might go next, but I want to fill out the fringe list. Ty France becoming a good hitter. Yeah, man. He was blocked on the Padres, so I'm glad they dealt him. That's a win-win on both sides. Badu's been playing really well. So was Wilson Ramos, if you're a Tigers fan. Good for you guys. Nola and Atavia went to the Padres. Atavia ended up being not too huge of a factor. Nola was the big piece there. Luis Torrens, right. I forgot. And Taylor Williams. Oakland just killed the Tigers. Yeah, that was, I mean, they feasted on them. If we're going to put it, you know, bluntly. And then Miami and the Braves. The East teams are kind of middling right now a little bit. Miami is 7 and 9, right? And I believe the Braves are 7 and 9. No, they're 7 and 8. The Braves are 7 and 9. I just want to have this here, so I don't have to go back and forth so much, and I can just kind of see all their records. So some of these teams are not going to make the cut. I will say, you know, best record won't necessarily get you over the hump. But the Phillies I had wrong. They're 8 and 7, not 7 and 9. Okay, that's why we double check. Okay, so we have 6 spots here, and we have 3, 6, 9, 10 teams. So 4 of these teams are getting cut. Right off the bat, I'm going to put the Oakland Athletics next on account of their 8-game win streak. Good for them. Glad to see them back because they are a talented team. It was very shocking to see them struggle so much so early on. But surprisingly, it hasn't been off the backs of their bullpen, which I thought was their best part. Their bullpen is 23rd in the league with a 4.5. So let's see. Is their rotation doing? I know that they just were not hitting for the first, 8 games of the season. They just could not hit a lick. So I have a feeling their rotation did pretty well to sort of carry the load there a bit. Astudillo. Yeah, I saw him pitch the other day. That looked fun. Mans forgot about the NL. NL's fun baseball, but a lot of them are middling teams right now. Let's see, where's Oakland? No. Their starting pitching hasn't been good either. So how are they winning games? I guess they're just hitting now. They must just be hitting now. Is it Athletics? Yeah, it is. I just had to make sure. Oh, wow. Glenn? I didn't know that. That's sick. Montez, the last 2 games, he's been pitching well. Let's check out OPS. So, Canna's having a good season so far. Jed Lowry's been the man. 928 OPS. Gotta give him the nod, man. Good for him. I'm glad. I mean, if that stuff is true and Jed didn't actually fuck over the Mets, then whatever. I'm happy he gets to play and prove that he can still do it at the major league level. Good for him. No hard feelings there. Because honestly, guys, if you really think about it, if you're a Mets fan and you really think about where Jed Lowry would have fit in, we had Ahmed Rosario at short. Jed wasn't playing short for us. J.D. Davis, Todd Frazier, Robinson Cano. So in reality, if you fit Jed into the lineup, guess who loses at bats? Jeff McNeil. Jeff McNeil doesn't get to play as much if Jed Lowry's healthy. So I was really confused when we signed him to a 2-year deal, and I was honestly kind of happy that he got sidelined. I mean, you never get happy if someone gets injured, but I wanted Jeff to play so bad. And I don't think Jeff would have played as much if Jed Lowry was healthy as a Met. So, you know, silver lining, I guess, if you can perceive it as that. So good for Jed. Glad he's healthy again. Glad he's playing well. A's are on an 8-game winning streak. They look unstoppable right now. Yusmeiro Petit. How about that at the pen? Good for you, kid. Have a season. The A's got the Tigers and swept them. They needed to sweep them. So, you know what? They got the job done. Good. They weren't getting it done early. The A's are playing A's baseball. That's what they do, baby. That's what they do. You're new here? What's up, Better Baseball? Shout out Better Baseball. Welcome to the stream, bud. Hope you have a good time. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoy your time here. That goes for everyone in the chat. If you're having a good time, drop a like. It helps other people find us and have a good time with us as well. I don't know. No one is a standout for me right now. They're, especially in their rotation. Luzardo, don't know what's going on there. But Montas apparently has been good the past couple starts. Sergio Romo looks lost. Lou Trevino. It might be Lou Trevino. I had a lot of people in the OTB stream say, go get Lou Trevino in a trade. It might be him. He looks like the standout performer here. 10.2 innings, 1 earned run, a .75 whip. I think I'm convinced. Go ahead, kid. Have a day. Good for that guy. Hell yeah. Good for Louie. So that's my top 10 teams. A lot of AL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, it's half and half. Never mind. NL, NL, NL. The top 3 are NL. Mets, and then Brewers. Okay. So that's very balanced. I'm happy. I'm happy with this ranking, honestly. I'm pretty happy with it. Hell yeah. All right. So we got rid of the Athletics. They're gone. Let's do a little bit of this. And let's get rid of that. Okay. 5 spots left with 9 teams. Pirates ain't even that bad, TBH. Once they get Hayes back, they'll be better. Romo shaved his beard. Sheesh. That sucks. Hate to see that. The Reds have been balling, man. I didn't expect to see them here either. Really looking forward to seeing these Dodgers, Mariners, and Padres Brewers series starting tonight. Have in store. I am too. Dodgers Mariners could be kind of cute. So Padres Brewers looks like it's going to be an absolute pitching duel. I got to catch that game for sure. Zach, who's the home and away teams? Do you know? Can you let me know? I didn't get a chance to check the scores. I was at work today. Not the scores, but the schedule. Okay, I want to. This is tough. I'm getting rid of the Cardinals because they have the worst rotation ERA in the league, and they don't look like they have team chemistry right now, and I don't feel comfortable putting them in the top half. They're fringe. They'll probably be like a 16th or something, but they're not there right now. I'm gonna get rid of them. It makes it a little bit easier for me. I really like what the Marlins are doing. I was high on the Marlins in all of my rankings so far. They're 7 and 8, but I don't feel like it's reflective of how well they've been playing. Who goes next? It might be the Tampa Bay Rays. They flat out dominated the Yankees. They made the Yankees look like not the first class of the AL East. And I know the Blue Jays beat them too, but the Rays shut them down. Made Yankees fans depressed, which is a hard thing to do because the Yankees are a very high-quality franchise that is used to a certain standard of play, and the Rays just kind of walked in, made them feel bad. They almost double swept them. If you remember, the Yankees salvaged the last game at the Trop. Oh, I did forget the Giants. Shit. I totally forgot the Giants. No. Okay, they're 9 and 6, +3 differential. Okay, I'm gonna put them right below the A's. I'm not going to put the Rays above them because of record and respect to that. It had also made the rest of the rankings even harder. Thank you for reminding me, whoever said that. I will put the Giants right there. I did forget about them. I do feel bad now. Let's talk about the Giants first. Fuck the Rays. Sorry, I didn't mean that, but just for now. Thanks, Jack O'Connor. Appreciate it. As a Pots fan, I was about to say the Giants been good. Yeah, they have been good. They're holding their own. It's a tough division, and I do not see them making it out of there into the playoffs. But how about Longo? My whole thing with the Giants was that I really like that they're like the hitter rehabilitation center. It hasn't been shown recently in the new season with Yaz. Donnie Barrels is still raking. Good for him. Let's see. Belt's fine. Dickerson hasn't been playing well, but he's capable of better. Listo's got a good batting average. Wilma. But yeah, Longo looks like he's been the man. 1.014 OPS, 4 bombs. Good for Longo. He'll get the nod here. He's on my fantasy team. He was a pickup for me. Maybe he's due for a resurgent year. He might end up being a trade piece. I know there's a decent bit of money attached to him. 1.014. I don't know where I got 7.9 from. I expected the Giants to be around a 500 team, and so far, I still feel that way, but the fact that they're over, and they've had some decent competition, so watch out. You never know. You really don't know with this Giants team. They're pitching well. Cueto is a 1.80. Disco has been really good. Disclafani, 1.06. His ERA and whip match. That's fun. Aaron Sanchez looks a little resurgent, too. Very nice. So they got some solid pieces there. Alex Wood should come back. He threw 5 shutout innings for them. Very nice. They have solid arms here. These are all guys that might get traded, though. These would all be fantastic trade pieces, and the Giants look like they're poised to get a haul of prospects. Taylor Rogers is pitching really well for them. He throws, like, under. It's really cool. Jose Alvarez had a nice story getting back to the bigs after getting cut. You guys should look into that. There was a good article I read. I don't have it on me, unfortunately. Jake McGee was a slept-on pickup. And Matt Whistler, who I commended them for getting, is not pitching well so far. Do you know the Red Sox play Sweet Caroline during the 7th inning stretch? I did not know that. I've never been to Fenway. Above the Rockies? I know, BB Gamer. I'm sorry. It's a bit of an upset. I like to go for the controversial picks, as you can tell. But yeah, the Rockies, unfortunately, will be a very narrow number 30 for me. It'll be a number 30. Just didn't quite make the top 29. They were almost there. They really were. They almost had it. I believed in them for a second. And a 1.06 whip. I like that they match. I'll leave it with that. All right, we didn't sleep on the Giants. We didn't forget about them. Now let's talk about the Rays. Okay. Thank you for reminding me in chat. That could have been really bad if I just left them off altogether. It would have been very mean to Giants fans, who I know there are some in here. Aaron Sanchez, man, the comeback. Maybe I'll make a video about him. I kind of wasn't aware of how good a year he was having so far. If he can keep it up. What do they call you? Beeb Gamer? Or Bebe Gamer? Yeah, come on. Yeah, the Giants should sell everyone. They're not going to win their division, but they could sell every arm in that rotation. They could sell Evan Longoria. They have a ton of pieces, and a ton of teams are going to need to be making trades to keep up. And I think the Giants are going to be a hot seller come the deadline. They're going to be fun. I mean, it sucks for Giants fans, but oh wow, Joey Wendell, have a start, kid. 947 OPS and 7 extra base hits. Hell yeah. Good for Joey. How about that? I know he had a big home run against the Marlins. What was it? 947? We'll take that. Good for Joe. I like Joey Wendell. Was once thought to be a perennial minor leaguer, and he's carved out a nice career with the Rays so far. Been very reliable for them. And Glass looks like he's the man with his new pitch. I don't know if you guys watched the Yankees-Rays last series, but that hand cramp that he got, that looked painful. So I think he needs to figure out better fingering for his pitches, or at least safer fingering. But look at the guys they're rolling out that they're getting results out of. Hunter Strickland is a 2.25. Chris Mazza, okay, he hasn't been pitching well recently. Yeah, they got some interesting names in here. Chaz Rowe not pitching well, but Michael Walker shut down the Yankees, like, out of nowhere. That was weird. Yarbrough, I think, is better than his 5.4 ERA. Rich Hill also pitched well against the Yankees. Joey Wendell, Hall of Famer, you bet. You bet. My phone's gonna die. Goodbye. I'll reach out to streamer later. Thanks for stopping by. Better Baseball. Will you take Kyle Seager for 15 mil? His batter, I think he's like a soft lock for a high 700, low 800 OPS. And the Mariners could always use the offense, and he's been there forever. So I think they'll give him the money. I hope they do. Yeah, it's going to be Glass here. A .73 ERA, .65 whip. That's grody. That's just grody. That's easy money. Just fits. Beautiful, beautiful. Baba booey, baba booey, baba booey. Oh, it's .65. Ugh. .73. I always get the numbers wrong. Stinky. Just hopped on the video. How do you feel about the Padres? I ranked them number 2. It still looks a little bit like the Dodgers are the big bro, but the Padres are still very talented. They're a bit short-handed right now. They're not at full power. These are still the top 2 in the league. Everything else has been fun to rank. Everything else has been kind of for grabs a little bit, so it's been a fun rank. We got 3 spots left, and we got 7 teams to spread them out on, which is tough. With that being said, I think the Marlins don't make the cut, which is sad to me. I think Cleveland's not going to make the cut because they got no hit. So I feel like that kind of just takes you out. The Astros have really not looked good. And I think the Blue Jays are better than their 7-9 record. They're hampered so bad with injuries right now. I'm going to go ahead and soft lock them at 15. I think they're perfectly average right now, considering the things they've had to deal with. I think their on-field play has still been honestly pretty solid. They're an offensive powerhouse. We all kind of knew that. And I think they'll, once their schedule gets a little bit easier, they get some gimme series, they'll be fine. They'll get their pieces back. They'll be okay. I think 15 is a good spot for them. Let's go check out what they've been doing, shall we? I wanted them to make the top 15. I truly believe they are a top 15 team. Blue Jays are looking like the 2017 Lost in the Deep Dark Woods. I hope not, because that's a talented team. Matz is popping off. He's probably your best pitcher. I would definitely agree. Obviously, your best hitter is Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Look at that disgusting OPS. 11? Get the fuck out of here. I don't know if I'm allowed. Yeah, I shouldn't have cursed, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Vlad Guerrero Jr. 4 bombs. 1.179 was the number I saw. Did I get that right? Ugh! Why do I keep imagining 9s? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? You have a signed ball for him? That's pretty baller. That's pretty sick. Good for you. DeYoung just hit a grand slam off. Yep, Nats down 10-2. Wow, that pitching, man. Pretty good. Sorry. I'm so mean to Nats fans. I don't know why. But yeah, man. That pitching is definitely a concern. And then it's Mats, right? I mean, the bullpen, good for them. Chatwood's injured. Dolis has been okay. Merriweather has been good. He looked so good on opening day. Romano, they got pieces even with these injuries. They got to get rid of Tanner Roark. I don't know what he's doing on a major league squad. That's beyond me. And then Robbie Ray's been good. I mean, if these 3 can stay good, and then maybe you get Pearson back and he's good, Blue Jays are fine. They'll be fine. Their offense will carry them, and I think they can sail to at least an above 500 record. I don't know if they're playoffs, but they'll be a winning team if these 3 can continue production. I really hope for my sake that Steven Matz continues playing well, because I'm making a video on him, and it'll look pretty dumb if his ERA is 4 by the end of the month. But I'm going to lock him in as their best pitcher, just because I like what I see from my former boy, the New York kid, Long Island rep, Steven Matz. .82 whip. You like to see that. When there are no runners on base, Matz is at his best. That is for certain. Once you're out of the first inning and there's no runners on, Steven Matz is Cy Young. Okay. So, I'm going to pick one NL team and one AL team. And I don't know who. The Phillies started off hot, and they've really cooled down since, but Nola pitched a really good game yesterday. The White Sox have been a little inconsistent, a couple confusing in-game decisions, and they got rocked today against the Red Sox. Bit of a reality check for them. The Braves have lost a lot of winnable games, but they kind of dominated the Phillies, and they probably should have won the last game of that series if not for the Bohm call. Lance Lynn's hurt, forgot about that. It's tough, guys. Honestly, the Astros just don't look good. They just don't look good. I know that they're better than the way they're playing, but they really just don't look good. Like, them and the Yankees just do not look like good baseball teams right now. No chemistry going on whatsoever. I'm going to scrap them. Sorry to my Astros fans if you're here. What do you guys think? Which one of these teams gets left off? Which team does not make the cut for you guys? Is it Phillies? Is it Braves? Is it White Sox? I think any combination of 2 from these 3 would be fine to put here. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Definitely a little curious. Phillies don't make it, so I'm seeing Phils. Braves don't make it, Braves. Interesting. Phillies. Phils. A lot of Phils. Alright, so it looks like White Sox are safe. Wow, okay. Flip a coin between the Braves and the Phillies. Braves offense has been too good. Let's check it out. Let's check out the ranks real quick. Let's compare all the teams. Right now, I have starting ERA. Let's check out who's worse there. Chicago's 6th. That's dope. That helps their claim a lot. Philadelphia's 14th at a 3.81 clip. Atlanta all the way down at 27th with 5.61. So Atlanta has by far the worst rotation so far. Going to keep that in mind. Let's check out ERA for the bullpen. I'm just doing ERA. I'm doing a surface level look. I'm not going to go too in depth with anything here. Best bullpen ERA of the trio goes to Atlanta, it looks like, a 4.05 clip. Philadelphia, not far behind, 4.14. Chicago, they beefed up their bullpen. It has not showed so far, 4.32. They're all relatively in the same ballpark in terms of bullpen. So I'm really only remembering the starting rotation area now, which the Braves have not been good. Offensive WAR, let's check that out. Near the top, Atlanta, their offense has been very good. It kind of cancels out their bad rotation. Philadelphia, I don't see them. Do I see Chicago? Chicago is even higher, 2.9. So these two have great offensive. Where are the Phillies? Phillies all the way down at 24th. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so on account of this, I think the White Sox are better than both these teams. I'm going to put them at 13th. We can talk about the White Sox really quick, and then I'm going to come to a final decision on which one of those teams is getting left off. Let's talk White Sox first, though. So as we talked about, the White Sox got kind of messed up today. A little bit. They got kind of roughed up. They've played okay otherwise. They played 500 baseball. They've had a ton of fun upstart youngsters, including Yerman Mercedes, who has an 11 OPS. I think he gets our Offensive Player Award here because he's just playing like a monster. I don't know what that was. That was confusing. Yeah, 1.127. Eaton, I'm not a huge fan of his, but he's playing well. Good for him. Yeah, I'm going to give that to Yerman. Yerman's been fun. How about that? These teams just manufacture catchers, man. It's 1.127. Jeez. A lot of crazy OPS numbers early in this season. Yerman? I've been saying it wrong the whole time? Jai, I've been saying names wrong. Name a better duo. He hit 89. I know he's a catcher, so like it makes sense that he throws hard, but damn, 89 on a changeup? What the fuck? Gio was pitching awesome before today, which sucks. Really does suck. I'm going to give it to Lance Lynn because he's got the shutout. Or maybe Rodon. Yeah. I think it's Rodon, actually. He threw a no-hitter. We kind of have to give him the nod. Yeah, never mind. It's Rodon. It's Rodon. Even if it's only 2 starts, it does not matter. Dude literally almost threw a perfect game. Lost it in the most fluky way possible. Yeah. The White Sox pitching has the capability to be one of the best in the league. But the bats go night-night when the pitching's on, so I don't know. Kopech's been really good. I saw that in fantasy, actually. Crochet's been good. Wow, Kopech's been really good. Oh my god, 17 Ks in 10 innings. Cody Hewer. Liam Hendricks hasn't been the dude so far. Interesting. But they got arms, man. Doesn't really matter when you got this many arms. Things like that do not... I mean, you want Hendricks to be good. You shelled out a lot of money for him, but... doesn't matter as much. And then, I'm going to piss off Phillies fans. I'm going to put the Braves at 14th. I know the Phillies have an above 500 record. They probably should be in the top 15 of the league. But they haven't looked as good as they did in the first week of the season. If I had to guess, the Phillies would be like 16th for me. But we're doing top 15, so unfortunately to my Phillies fans in chat, I am sorry. The Phillies will not make it. The Braves' offense is just a little too good to not rank here, even though their rotation has been dreadful. I believe that the Braves' rotation has a better chance of taking form than the Phillies' offense does, if that makes sense. That being said, both are very good, and both will probably be fine now that I've said it out loud. But the Braves' rotation, there's too many young, talented arms there for them to maintain a 5+ ERA in their rotation for the season. That's just not realistic. How long do you think it will be until we see the next perfect game? I don't know, man. It's been 8 years. I really don't know. Maybe we'll never see one again. That's why you gotta really appreciate stuff like that. You never know when it's gonna go away forever. Oh, we've been above 60 viewers for like this whole stream, guys. That's awesome. Thanks for showing out tonight. Appreciate it. This was a short notice stream, and you guys really came through. Obviously, Ronald Acuna Jr. is their best hitter. I did not mean to do that. Whatever that was. An absurd OPS. He's injured right now, I believe. Hope he ends up being okay. That's the best OPS we've seen. Jesus Christ. My God. An 887 slug. 7 bombs. Jesus Christ. Get him on my team. Darvish got close. Darvish got close a couple times, actually. The Indians hitter, Roberto Perez didn't break it up in like the Jose Tabata way where you lean into it. He literally got hit on the foot. Like, you could argue he could have moved his foot out of the way. But if it's coming directly at you, even when you try to move, it's still probably going to hit you. Like, it's not Roberto Perez's fault. And even Rodon said in his post-game interview, like, if I'm hitting there, I'm doing the exact same thing. Whereas Tabata literally dropped his elbow to where the pitch was breaking with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the middle of a perfect game. That was Bush League, and he got, like, ousted from the league pretty much after that. I haven't heard from him since. That was pretty much the only remarkable thing he did as a big leaguer. So it's pretty different in my opinion. I don't blame Roberto Perez. Best pitcher for the Bravos. Wow, Jesse Biddle. Have a day, kid. What do you say? Have a day, kid. It might be Luke Jackson or Tyler Matzik. Tyler Matzik has been a little better actually. 14 strikeouts. Whoa! That's a crazy K per 9. I want to look that up. 14 and 7 2/3. What a find he was from the Rockies, huh? Crazy lefty they got there. Yeah. Both no-hitters lost to a hit by pitch. It sucks. Because it is definitively, in my opinion, the worst way to lose a perfect game. Okay. 16.4 K per 9. 0 ERA. That's good enough for me. Good enough, as if that's not crazy. What was that? 16.4. Oh my god. Alright. And that is the top half of the league, in my opinion. 15 through 1. Toronto Blue Jays, Atlanta Braves, White Sox, those are our sub-500 teams. Then you got the Rays, the Giants, who I almost forgot about. Sorry, my Giants fans. The Athletics, who have rattled off 8 wins in a row. The Mariners, who are 10-6 despite a -3 run differential. The Kansas City Royals, who are pitching out their ass right now. Milwaukee Brewers, the best rotation ERA in MLB. The Los Angeles Angels, who have been the most entertaining team, in my opinion, even if they're not the best. The New York Mets, who haven't played a ton of games, but they played the games that they have played well. The Boston Red Sox are tearing the cover off the ball, so are the Cincinnati Reds, but they're pitching a little bit better than the Red Sox. And then the definitive best 2 teams in the league, who put on an absolute showcase this past weekend, the Padres and then the Dodgers. I am very happy with this ranking. I think I'm probably going to call the stream there. Next season, I should run a fantasy league, like a huge one with like 20 people. That'd be fun. You could like donate to get in. That'd be cool. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, guys, I really appreciate everyone coming out and keeping us at such high viewership for pretty much the whole time. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed the stream. It really helps me out. Helps some more people find my channel and this stream that you guys enjoyed. If you donated, I really appreciate you. It helps me stay afloat in my crazy life right now, so I really appreciate that. Very selfless act. If you stayed for 5 minutes, if you stayed for an hour and a half, I really appreciate you. This was a fun stream to do. Kind of impromptu. I just kind of wanted to do some power rankings out of nowhere, and a lot of people showed out, which was really nice to see. I will be doing more regular streaming on Twitch, so the Twitch link is in the description below. My Twitter is also in the description below. You can find both those links. I also have discount deals with Manscaped and Foco, which is a sports merchandise website, so you can find those links down there below. Check out the channel. We got a new video coming out on Wednesday, but yeah, that's all I got to plug. Hopefully you enjoyed the rankings, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for stopping in and enjoying the stream.